Hello, welcome to a VOD review. We have I'm guessing, roughly a diamond level match because this Genji player is a diamond. We're on Dorado. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. For whatever reason, this player wanted me to start at this point in the match, so we'll just start from here. I had no idea what the team comp is, so we will figure it out together. All right. Got a Mercy. It sounds kind of okay. That's okay. Sounds a little bit low. All right, we'll work through it. Okay, right off the bat, I already love what this Genji's doing. This is something I give a lot. This is advice I give to a lot of Genji players and flankers in general, which is to flank. And you would be shocked at how many players who are flankers just do not flank or don't do it enough or are really slow about it. So already this Genji's trying to maneuver behind his opponents. I love it. Oh, okay. Wow, he's pretty confident in his ability to aim, so it's been on point so far. We'll see if he can clean up this kill. If I generally like people to go for kills when they know they can go for it, so if this player thinks he's skilled enough to finish off this kill, then great. That being said, I think it was a little aggressive. Maybe he could have waited for another round of shurikens.
Backline?
Oh, what happened? Okay.
نروح للباكلاين. Genji.
Oh. Oh. Oh, her teammates killed her. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I like the aggressive, I like the flanking. I like that he went in for the kill because he thought he could go for it. But again, I would have liked if he had waited for just one more round of shurikens. And you can see why. He was able to kill her, but now he's at 25 health. So if he had just waited a little bit longer, or you could say if he just had a little bit better aim, he would have probably more cleanly killed her and still had his reflect. So, so to wrap up, I think maybe just wait for another round of shurikens, maybe two if you're not as good of a player, and then you go in for that kill. Okay. Oh my god, he is so lucky he didn't die. Alright, great, cool, good for him.
Our Genji. Okay. وينك مدمن اعمل لي.
So again, this player needs to go and start flanking. So I want this Genji to either go on the ledge and start contesting that area, or because you just got a kill, you have time to do this. You have time to go. There's like a route that you can take back here and then end up in this room. Don't be afraid to do stuff like that. Tell your team, hey guys, I'm flanking. Wait 5 seconds. Like keep pushing the payload, but don't start a fight without me.
I need healing. مش شايفك. I just need to be with you. That's all. Mater is dying. Wait, madman, stay.
Okay, good. I like this flanking route. This is actually pretty good. Let's see who he can see. I would avoid going for the symmetric because she almost certainly has turrets in there. So I would She almost certainly has turrets like here and then maybe like over here somewhere. So like what I was saying earlier, if you had taken that flanking route, you would have come from this side and you can more easily shoot all of these turrets. But from this angle, you're almost certainly going to get killed by her. Unless you killed her like instantly. And even then you'd sacrifice so much health to do that. So anyways.
Where I can fly to.
Okay, this is okay. Oh, it looks like, did you right click? Hold on.
Madman, stay
oh yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Excellent, good. That's a good combo. You almost killed him. I don't like that you actually ran away. You could have done another round of shurikens and then a swift strike, and he was almost certainly dead. I think that you thought you had the kill in the bag, but you did not. Okay, so you're gonna chase. You could probably Dragon Blade, finish off this Zenyatta and this Reinhardt.
Genji on Mater, on the Orisa.
I would have liked for you to Dragon Blade there.
Genji on Mater. Okay.
Right here. So you go for this kill. Right now, you have to Dragon Blade because he's too far away. So right now would have been the perfect time. You're at full health. You still have deflect. Yeah. And to be honest, because you had already messed that kill up because you didn't get it, I actually would have preferred if you didn't Swift Strike at all. I would have gone for a flanking route again, either on the ledge behind you or gone up to this church over here and start poking from these windows. But because you had already done this, you needed to commit and just burn your Dragon Strike. Because honestly, this situation is actually pretty good for a Dragon Strike because You could either opt to just finish off Reinhardt or kill Zenyatta and then kill the other. I would probably go for the Zenyatta first because you never know what kind of burst healing can come really quickly because he has Orb of Harmony and there's a Mercy, I believe, to your left. So anyways, that's enough of that.
Genji on Mador, Genji on Mador. On the Orisa. I don't see him, Madman. I'm up. You're on me.
Right behind.
Ooh, big res.
Ult him! Madman, ult!
Nice. Very good dodge on the Earth Shatter there. You knew it was coming. Actually, I don't like this Dragon Blade very much. You guys had kind of lost the fight once your whole team got Earth Shattered. So this was actually a pretty bad Dragon Blade.
Instantly.
I was expecting a full-on push.
Actually, it was also a bad Dragon Blade because they're actually. I want to just double check that. Let me see. Yeah, their Zenyatta actually used Tranquility. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on.
No.
Oh no, he used it in response. He used his Tranquility in response to your Dragon Blade. So actually, that's not a horrible trade because in general, it's much easier for Genji. I would say maybe 80% of the time, usually Genji can charge up his ultimate faster than his Zenyatta. And actually, it's probably more than that. But a really good Zenyatta can actually charge up his ultimate really fast. Yeah, okay. Cool, yes. Ooh, okay. This is actually a tricky situation. Zenyatta is a really good target for Genji. He's probably the best target in the game. And you went for him, and you kind of messed up your Swift Strike, I think. Yeah, okay. That being said, because he has a Mercy on him, you probably want to go for the Mercy instead. Mercy just has so much healing that Zenyatta would be hard to bring down unless you had already started the fight with like a really good left click. Or if you started the fight where you caught him off guard, you were right behind him, you get 3 shurikens with a right click, and then at that point, probably no amount of healing is going to save him in time. So this is a really tricky situation to prioritize correctly, to prioritize targets, but I would have switched to Mercy as soon as I saw her because you didn't really get a very good left click to open up this fight or this skirmish.
Right. It's Ryan sleeping. Get it. Come on, please.
So again, I need you to be flanking right now. When you started this, you were flanking really well, and now you're starting to forget what you're supposed to be doing.
No.
Good deflect. Wait for the heals. Your team's starting to trickle. Oh man. So really need you to. And actually, we just heard that they have a shield generator, so you need to find that. That's your job as Genji to get that.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I think I've seen enough of this round. Okay, so let's kind of talk about your goals. Flanking more. When you started off that fight, you did a really good job of going left. Or sorry, when we started this clip, you did a really good job of going left and putting pressure on the side. And then you went over that wall and continued to put pressure. I need you to focus more on doing that and taking the time to get even better flanks. Like you can get behind your opponents. Right now, your flanks are more like soft flanks. You're on the sides, you're poking your opponents, and then you specifically as a player, your style is to just go in and get aggressive and go for kills. I would say your aim and your skill level isn't quite high enough to warrant that hyper aggression. You're just gonna have to practice that. So what I would recommend to you is to just practice being a little bit more conservative before you go in with the Swift Strike. Like I would say you're a little bit too gung-ho on the Swift Strike. And then as time goes on, you'll slowly start building your skills, and then you'll know when you can go for the kill a little bit earlier. But the more important thing, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this. I want you to take the extra 3, 4, 5 seconds to get behind your opponents and poke them from there. It is like far more easier to get kills when you catch your opponents off guard and you get you start off with a really good left or a really good right click depending on the situation. And yeah, so I want you to practice that because I can tell that you're very skilled and you're pretty good with your combos. You just need to practice them a little bit more. Cool. So if you could combine that with better flanking, you would climb up to masters probably. Yeah. So again, your aiming is pretty on point. So you just need to practice these flanking routes.
Flanking.
So what you want to do is you want to let them push up, and then you want to get behind them. In this particular situation, I would recommend going this way, looping around this house, or just staying up here in this area and poking from here. Although right now that's probably a little bit too dangerous. But the general idea is you want to be posturing so that once this card goes up more, you can be, you know, in this general area poking at them. All right. Respect that Zenyatta Discord. Good, very good, very good. A lot of players would not respect the Discord and the Winston that much, so you did a really good job of respecting.
Okay, we can drop.
Good. I like the collapse. You went to help your Mercy. Unfortunately, you guys didn't kill her fast enough, but the idea is there. You went to help the Mercy, and you collapsed on the Symmetra. Okay, so right there, this is kind of what I'm talking about with flanking. You went towards the front of the fight. This is the exact opposite of what Genji wants to do. He wants to start a fight from behind his opponents and work his way back up to the front line of the opponents, right? So right now, you got a pretty good kill on Symmetra. Now you need to drop below and work on their back line. Instead, you go for the, what is it, Winston Diva? Who is this? Oh, that's your Diva. So they're Winston. And of course this kind of stuff is going to happen. Like, you don't want to be fighting Winston. You never want to be fighting Winston. He's always the last character that you want to be fighting against, right? Well, tanks in general are the last characters.
Someone's low here.
As Genji that you want to be fighting. Oh, your whole team just died. Okay. Well, actually, did she put up a teleporter? Okay, so good. You're poking. You're waiting for reinforcements. You're not committing yet. That's good. If you get another good left or right click on this Genji, you could probably go for a kill here. I don't see anybody healing him right now. Yeah, there you go. Oh, what happened? Let's see what happened. Oh, he started getting healed by this Mercy, and nobody could finish the kill. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, but I like the idea. I think that was the right call in that situation, because from there you could have snowballed, potentially gotten Dragon Blade and you know, carry the fight. But it doesn't always work out. But the idea was good.
You did not. The fuck? Now you put it. Come on. We need to protect this point, Link, with our hearts.
I like that. Okay, Symmetra kind of threw right there. She's throwing. Again, I want you flanking. So I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but, well, actually I can't quite show you, but I want you to be going left and on the second floor, on that ledge that's all the way over there. That's where I want you right now. I don't want you here because, again, it's Genji. You want to create chaos for your opponents and making them turn around to deal with you. And yeah, like, I think I'm just over-explaining at this point, but it's really important that you do that. Okay. Oh, and the res. Okay. Oh. Nice. Okay.
Sorry, guys,
so
I don't know
save your ultimate. Don't burn it yet. I would go for kills though here. I think you guys need to get aggressive. Actually, your teammates are getting aggressive. You need to follow up with them. Oh, I think you're being way too passive here. I think your tanks wanted to go forward, get some extra kills, and you didn't follow up with them. Thankfully, you guys demeched Diva, so that was good. Well, they did. I think you helped, actually. Careful with the 1v1s on Symmetra. You gotta be really careful when you get that close to her.
Dead.
I would probably ult. As soon as you saw him ult, I actually would have matched that, because this is probably your last fight, so I wouldn't recommend holding on to this Dragon Blade.
Getting slow. Fuck, I'm not anymore. No,
Cool. You gotta bust Dragon Blade. Okay, we got the Iris. Okay. That's probably it. We'll see if you can come back from this. Oh, you got a kill onto...
Oh, no. Just the mess.
Okay. Actually, I just want to point out one thing. Oh, darn. Okay, we'll let this play out. So, after you had used Dragon Blade, and you noticed that their Zenyatta used his ultimate, what I want you to do... Actually, there's actually something I wanted to say before that. I generally like Genjis to open up with Swift Strike to get either behind their opponents or above them, and then Dragon Blade, and then they can decide to use a second Swift Strike or left click and then a Swift Strike. Anyways, that's a kind of more mechanical thing. But the way you did it, you used Dragon Blade, and then you saw that Zenyatta had used his ultimate, and then you kind of went back towards your team and slightly to the right to that like garden area. What I want you to do is take those opportunities where you know you can't get kills. That's okay. Position behind your opponents. Same as what I was saying earlier with taking flanking routes. In that case, you kind of have a free pass to just walk behind them, wait for the Zenyatta ult to finish, and then go back into the fight. So I just want to highlight one more thing about flanking that I was trying to touch upon earlier, is that one of the reasons that flanking is so effective is that a lot of players, it forces them to turn around and to have to deal with multiple areas, and that is much harder than it sounds. And especially bad players or players that aren't so great, they'll be really lazy, and you'll see tons of players who just ignore flankers behind them or take a really long time to respond because they're tunnel visioned on what's in front of them. So flanking, especially at a level like this, is just going to get you so many wins just by virtue of being behind your opponent. So players like Soldier, McCree, I like to call them like soft flankers, where they can kind of like get on the edges of their opponents, and that's pretty good because that makes them turn forward and right. But as Genjis and Tracers, they have to look above and behind and do all this sorts of crazy stuff to deal with you. And as a Diamond player, I can tell that you're very skilled Genji, but the decisions you're making in terms of positioning is really poor. So if you can work on that, I guarantee you that you will hit Masters. Okay, cool. I think that's all I have to say. Let's see if there's anything left. Oh, a little bit of fighting. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, was there anything you could have done better there? Maybe a faster deflect. But actually, that's a good example of dealing with a flanker when they're in front of you. Zenyatta, when a Genji just walks up to me, like no respect, I will probably win that fight the majority of the time because it's so much easier. Or let's say 50-50 if it's a really skilled Genji and whatever. But when they come behind me, and let's say we're equal skill, he'll win that fight like 9 times out of 10, or I don't know, like 95 times out of 100. So yeah, cool. All right, that's all I have to say. Good luck. Hope this video was helpful.